We're back here on the Spiral Ridge site this morning. It's Thursday, 7 a.m. Air Design's got all their hard pipe done, furnace is set. It's time for the electrician to get started on his stuff. Super D Electric's on site today. They're the electrician we use on most all of our projects. Their organization and what they bring to the game as a subcontractor is just, it's amazing to watch.
The guys go in, we're like a well-oiled machine. Everybody has their part and job of what they do, and everybody knows to just get right on it as soon as we get there. A crew of about 7 of us. Take us about 6 hours to get this job done, completely roughed in.
We're going to do a walkthrough here this morning, and we'll talk about every piece of electrical that's going to go in here. Low voltage, high voltage, heaters, outlets. We're going to go through everything. We'll leave them with a map and a description of where everything goes, and they can just go to town and do their job. Here in the great room, we've pre-planned how the fireplace is going to lay out, the cabinetry beside it, electronics, TV location, all of that. So we're going to make sure we go through and get everything for the heights right, the mantle height, where the TV is going to go, where the operating electronics are going to go, and make sure that all that's going to work when it comes time for finish. Now in the kitchen, we have a different set of dynamics. Here we need to go through the island, make sure we understand where the plugs in the island are going to be, what kind of equipment as far as appliances are going to be in the island, and we have proper power to operate those. And then on the wall behind the island, we need to cover things like under cabinet lighting, over cabinet lighting, appliances, the location and style and the needs of all those appliances, so we have the right power there to operate all this stuff when the kitchen comes together at the finish. In other rooms of the house, we go through and make sure that we have TV location if there is one, any specific thing like a lamp or a floor outlet or anything that might be specific to that room, including an office or a library. So all the needs of those rooms are met and we don't miss anything when it comes time for finish. Well, we go outside and get things laid out like security lighting, doorbells, holiday lighting, and things of that nature. We're gonna let these guys get their drills warmed up and go after Jade's custom framing and turn it into Swiss cheese. Ow! Sorry, Jade. Just kidding, Jade. These guys all have a pre-planned drilling plan prior to starting their rough-in, as well as all of our inspections come in after the rough-in to make sure there's been no compromise to the structural integrity of your job.
It's nice to have good framers on the job for when they build the house nice, makes our wires pull a lot easier. All the corners, everything's nice, everything's built good, makes everything go smoother.
With the efficiency of construction today, one of the things that most electricians do, and obviously Super D does, is they hang spools up to disperse their wire.
That gets all the wire hung on it, so as we're pulling the wire through the trusses up in the rafters, everything pulls smoothly.
For the most part, you have 3 colors of wire in your home: white, yellow, and orange. The white is for a 14-gauge wire. It allows you to run a 15-amp circuit. The yellow is for a 12-gauge wire. Allows you to run a 20-amp circuit. Orange is for a 10-gauge wire. Allows you to run a 30-amp circuit. That allows you to cover pretty much everything in your house.
So the guys will start pulling home runs. Then we'll have a couple guys inside boxing the ceiling, all the can lights and the light fixture boxes. Another guy will go through, box all the lower outlets and the switch boxes, and then we'll start wiring everything in as far as pulling all the switch legs from the boxes up to the corresponding lights and tying them all together. Pull the wire through all the holes from outlet to outlet. Then we'll start making everything up, tying everything into the boxes and making all the switches and outlets up to where everything's done and ready for when they come to cover with drywall.
Apart from the yellow, white, and orange wires, you have low voltage. The black wire in the house is RG6, the blue wire is Cat 5. All TVs in our homes are going to get both those wires. Anything else low voltage is going to get at least one Cat 5 to it.
So here we are wrapping up today. Just got the house all roughed in, everything made up, ready to go for our rough cover inspection for tomorrow. It was a good day, guys did good, hustled. Took us about 6 hours to get it done, and excited for the next one.
back here at Spiral Ridge today. It's Monday the 15th, and Homescapes is going to start their central vac system today.
I'm up here with Amanda and Rich. We're doing some low voltage wiring today for Dale and Jessica at Northridge Construction.
We do all the wiring from TV locations or camera locations, and they all go back to a central location, so they all can be connected into equipment that can all feed it back onto the internet.
Amanda and Rich find and locate all the spots where I had marked in the house previously. Pull the wire out of the box, they drill holes up into the attic access, and they start running the wire out all throughout the house to get to the enclosure location where we're going to have all the wires running to a central location in the house. So the goal for today is to finish up the rough end for the pre-pipe for the central vacuum and to finish all the pre-wire for the cameras, the security, the home automation, and the sound.
Now that the central vac rough end has started, they're going to start running some pipe.
To install central vac, you would first want to determine your grate locations for coverage of the whole house. Then you want to measure the same height as the electrical outlets and install the valve. And then from there you can drill either the hole upwards or downwards so you can reach an opening space so you can run the rest of the pipe all the way out to the central vacuum unit, normally in the garage.
They're going to measure everything twice and cut it once. This thing has to be an airtight system.
To seal a vacuum system, you use a polymer glue, and it seals the plastics, perfectly glued, not just gluing it, but actually melting the plastics together, and it makes a perfect seal to where you never have a vacuum leak.
Every part they put together, they're going to clean it, glue it, and make sure it is airtight sealed. So when this vac system comes up and starts running, it works perfectly. We had another amazing day here on the Spiral Ridge site. Vac system's ready to go, speaker wires in, and we are ready to move on to the next stage. We're back here on the Spiral Ridge site today. It's Thursday the 18th. Today we've had our roof stock, and it's a mad dash to get this roof on. We know we got a little weather coming in, so they've got one day to really get some stuff done here today. The roofing process, it's a layered system. So for that layer to work properly, it needs to start from the bottom to work to the top. And the reason for that is they'll work their way up to the top, and then they'll start the process of putting the roof cap on. When Jade was framing, he left the plywood down an inch or so on all ridges, all the way around the house. That allows the air to flow up through the attic, and the airflow in the attic is needed to keep your roof from sweating. And vent through the top, continuously through the whole top of the roof, which allows us to have even airflow through your whole attic and actually gives you a better product for the roof. You can see that these guys are tied off, and in our homes, we leave those ties there. So in the future, if you ever need work on your roof as a homeowner or somebody that the homeowner's hired, there's preset ties in the roof for safety that are there forever in the home. Now that the roof's been installed on the home, it gives it color and texture. The drywaller's here. He's getting started in the garage, but that's a story for next time.